Is that the east?
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much the same one.
So we got
You look the base, you look the bay, there's one empty bay, right? Right. So, what is, according to the directions, the first thing you would like to accomplish?
What you want to see? What
Well-
management? What management ports you have?
so you got a USB
Yeah.
and two Ethernet?
Yeah, but yeah, the point is you have 1, 2, 3 computers, right?
Oh yeah. Okay,
And you're
I
not
see.
connected, and then
Right.
what is what it's saying on the directions?
You need to put a NIC card in there, basically a NIC slot.
That you don't have money for buying a switch, so what are you gonna do?
To swap out the,
Put a card in there,
I
right?
mean, I had 2 Ethernet, right? 2
Yeah.
gigabit actually, but what about the other computer?
upgrade the ports.
I cannot do that option, right? Because I have only 2 ports and I require 3. So what are you gonna do?
That's
Upgrade the ports. So we have one empty
Oh
bay,
yeah.
right? And we need to turn on the device. You cannot plug in a hot. Or you're gonna burn it,
Fry it.
mess it up. You're gonna fry it, yeah. So the same way that you can upgrade, like, or kind of, okay, I don't, this one is
Too
really
hard.
tight. Put serial ports on it. The same way you can put like a switch board, 4 switch ports in one card. So you're gonna need this one over here, and you're gonna need exactly something like this.
Okay.
Am I right? So this is a card with 4 switch ports that is gonna fit in one of the slots. So you see there's no connection on it. So you plug it in like this. Push it all the way, screw it. And those are your switch ports now. Okay. That will be kind of the equivalent to, you want to have this one at home, for example. AT&T, that's the only part missing would be what? Access point? Access point and what? To replace this one for the AT&T
Wi-Fi, yeah.
Right. The modem, access point, and the NAT. All right.
Okay.
But other than that, you have your router. You have a few ports available. Serial port. Maybe you don't use that one, but you have your switch ports available as well. All right. So that's exactly what you did when you completed the part itself. Okay. Now, what was mentioned to you is this lab is only wiring. And if you try to connect the devices like that without upgrading your router, it won't let you do it. It won't let you give you the
No
points.
port
You won't be able
available.
to finish your lab with a 100% accomplishment. So that's something important. In other words, it's not like, yeah, I finished, but I don't know where I'm going. It's important because the first thing you want to do every time you do a hands-on is what? Make sure that you have your devices,
And the right model.
the one that you require, and you look in the back of the lab, in the back of the PDF file, you're gonna have different alternatives. Okay,
Connection
because-
alternatives, you mean? Like
I mean device alternative, because you have 8041s, right? But not everybody gonna have
29s and
9041s or these 2900s, big ones. So it's gonna give you the different alternatives for building your labs. So you need to look at it, even before to try to do your own hands-on lab. What are the resources that you need? What type of switch port? What type of routers? And after you secure your devices, you need to make sure that you have the proper interfaces, which is in this case.
Okay.
That's gonna be step number 2. Devices, switch ports. So we're good to go. Now what's gonna happen next? Now you're gonna wire. According to what? To the topology in the lab. Okay? We don't have any topology putting out only direction. That's the challenge in this lab. Once you wire all your devices, all the ports with the proper cables and everything, then what? Then is when the lab starts. You're gonna put it the configurations on every device, test here, test there, and
Ping.
accomplish what you want to accomplish. That's pretty much what you do.
Gotcha.
All right.
Yes.
So this is like, again, this is to build a discipline on what you need to do in every single hands-on lab, and expect more challenging labs in the short future. You wanna keep doing your Cisco.
So there's 3 actual management ports here, or 2? There's 3,
Oh
right?
yeah, it's actually it was mentioned with Tammy. It's actually those are the newer
So you have the
options,
USB.
the mini USB for console.
So it's 2.
It's three,
Three.
actually.
Okay.
It's three.
So you're right. The auxiliary is one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the auxiliary is the one we use for with the what? What you use that for?
For
The aux-
crossover.
Modem.
Modem, landline, remotely, no other option, no network access or anything like that. Landline to the auxiliary on one modem, like the old-fashioned dial-in, dial-up thing, right? Console is when you are in front of the device. RJ45 console, that's the standard one. And the newer is the mini USB console.
The
You
fat
see this the yellow, blue thing on it. That's the other option that are being showing in these new
speed and
routers.
connections, or no? It's pretty much the same.
Kind of the same thing. I haven't, to be honest with you, I haven't tried that one. We may try that one
Okay.
because I don't. Again, that's the same fight with the standard USB A and C and
Right, or
the
three-
mini USB and the
3.0.
micro USB. Looks like the micro USB. That's the one is
faster.
getting the whole thing.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't have too many mini USBs to try that one. And on this router, you notice that we have 3 slots.
This
Whatever.
is just the cover on this slot, right?
Yeah, that's a cover on that slot. Is that a cover important?
Not well, dust. I would think for dust and environmental
Oh, yeah, it's
purposes. Yeah, we covered
Dust.
dust, and yeah.
You will be surprised how many times location, remote location, that nobody visits,
In the factory, in the
start
warehouse.
kind of falling apart and everybody's outline and everything because of what? The dust and get that inside the
It
devices
causes
and just
noises, right? Noise,
Yeah.
electrical noise, I would think.
gonna clog the fan and the fan is gonna fail and the device is gonna shut down itself and why everybody's offline in the East Coast?
You'll see all down when you show interface brief. It'll show everything down.
Exactly. So you don't even have access to that if the for whatever reason the fan get clogged with dust and debris and everything. It's gonna shut down the device, so you don't have connections anymore. So yeah, the cover is important.
So, let's say if there is dust, how regularly should you clean it? Like,
Like a standard computer, basically.
Can you use can air? Should you manually blow
Yeah,
it?
you can use Skinner or
Just make sure you're 90 degrees always,
yeah,
right?
that's right. Same standard procedure.
Card, SD
That's a
card.
flash card. FC standard flash card for what? What is in here?
Is that your ROM?
The ROM is inside.
memory?
Memory?
Space.
iOS on it.
Yeah.
That's a good
That's the
question.
iOS.
That's your iOS?
That's the iOS on
Oh,
it.
shoot.
That's version 15 on it, and it does have 2 slots for flash cards. So yeah.
Do you do firmware updates to that? Do those slots?
Well, you can use actually. You can use. You can point it in a either one.
Why
You
would
can
do
type
two?
it in something like conf terminal and then boot flash 0, for example. That would be one of them of the ports. Colon slash whatever the image is, and then what? Save it and reload it.
Can we see that through that wouldn't be how would we see that slot? Like in CLI, you said
You can see a lie on
can see
the
a lie,
device and
show
typing
that.
in there, and then you can type it in there and then question mark. It's gonna show you the file system.
DE.
Yeah.